Christmas, or depending when you're watching this, Merry Christmas! My name's Ross, I like games, and today I'm going to show you the game that ruined last Christmas. I know, right? I'm usually such a happy, positive, cheery fellow. It's still Christmas Day, right? I'm still a cheery man. Now, obviously, I recorded this in advance somewhere. I'm clearly at my in-laws' house stuffing my face right now, and then hopefully sitting on the sofa playing my Switch or some kind of card game while someone else looks after the kids. But I need to tell you about this game. I've been needing a good old rant about this for like a year now. Pretty much exactly a year, and I figured, right, well, I've got a channel that talks about tabletop games. I need to make a video for Christmas Day. This seems like a rather appropriate video to make. This game is horrible. Now, I will say it's cheap. Costs like £10 to £13 if you look around. It's part of the Logo board game family, for those that don't know. It's a very commercial, very popular series of games. Started off with the Logo game, which is basically just guessing company logos, which as a business teacher of well over a decade, people do like just guessing logos. It's a very easy thing to do as a business teacher around Christmas time, and people did love it. So what have they gone and done? They've gone and made a Christmas game. Now, it was last Christmas, and my wife comes home very excited, and she goes, "Good news, husband." She doesn't call me husband, but for the purposes of the video. She goes, "Good news, husband, I've gone and bought a game." And I went, well, you know, I run a gaming channel, right? Kind of got a subscription to Tabletop Gaming. Feels like a decision I could have been involved in. She went, no, it looks really fun. It's a Christmas game. And I still contend I could have found a Christmas game, but my wife's got excellent choice, you know. She married me, so it can't be all bad. And she's a very intelligent lady, and I thought, right, I'm going to trust my wife. The game can't be that bad. Oh, but it can. Now, first thing you'll notice upon opening the game is just cheap components. The trees here, it's basically just all cardboard push out. And what you end up with is just a cheap tree that you put together. Now, bearing in mind, we played this game exactly once, so it should be in pretty good nick. And then I think there's a star that goes on it somewhere, maybe that way. Does that work? I don't really care. And it all goes together, and then you've got little cardboard things that you hook onto the tree. And it seems like a fairly fun gimmick, but functionally, it is no different to just recording scores on a piece of paper. And secondly, for the amount you paid for the game, you could have gone and bought a little mini Christmas tree. And because you only got, there's one tree and you basically fill up your row. So what you could have done was basically go and buy an actual Christmas tree, like a little mini one, a little fake one from some shop somewhere, and then gone and actually bought some little cheap decorations, and you could have, it's literally broken while I'm putting it together for the second time. Like, it's actually just broken apart while I was putting it together, and I've only ever put it together once. So this is the second time I've ever tried using it, and it's broken. So that'll tell you what you need to know about the components. My advice, right, don't do this. Just go and get a nice little cheap fake Christmas tree, because there's all kinds of bargain stores around that sell them, and some cheap decorations, and you will pay no more than you paid for the game, but you will have significantly nicer components that don't break. And I promise you I didn't set that up. They just broke the second time I ever played it. And you get a bunch of Christmas themed things. There's stockings and baubles and gingerbread men, but they're cheap little bits of cardboard. You could make them yourself with your kids at home. You could go and buy them from a discount store, yeah? These components are just meh. And what they're basically doing here is it's a score tracker. It's literally no more complicated than that. There are rows, and essentially you just build up your row by hanging decorations on, and when you get to the top, you win. It is a score, it's a quiz game, and when you answer enough questions correct, you win. It could be done with a piece of paper and a pen. It could be done with to be honest, you could literally just give each other, 5 to 10 actual Christmas decorations, pick a branch on your actual Christmas tree and do it that way, and that'd be a way more fun way of doing it that would cost you no extra money. Or like I say, I'm a huge fan of just going and buying little mini cheap fake Christmas trees and little cheap Christmas decorations and having your own actual tree that you decorate. That seems like a much better way of doing it. So in terms of components and score tracking, there is absolutely no reason to play this. They have given you a fancy instruction book, which is exactly, well, it's a little pamphlet, but it's basically answer questions, put your stuff on, win. Oh, I wasn't doing the star properly. But that doesn't matter. It still broke when I tried putting it together, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Now, what we basically got here, it's a quiz, right? It's an actual Christmas quiz. Now, bonus marks for them. It is a Christmassy quiz. So the Christmas dinner card, we turn it over, and there are, when it focuses, a whole bunch of questions about Christmas dinner. What are the devils in a traditional dinner starter? Where are they, sorry? On horseback. According to a survey of 2,000 Asda customers, what is the most popular food item on the traditional Christmas dinner plate? Roast potato. By the way, there's no way that's true. Like, if you've spent any time in England whatsoever, you will know that the answer is pigs in blankets. There's no way the answer is roast potatoes. That's definitely wrong. It's blatantly pigs in blankets. The thing is, it's just a Christmas quiz. It's nothing more than a Christmas quiz. You could go on the internet and get more questions. Because there aren't even that many cards. Like the pile of cards you get is relatively small for a quiz game. Honestly, if you play more than... Like, if you play this for an evening, maybe a couple, you're going to run out of cards. And they're going to start coming back round. And you know what the deal is with quiz games, right? Once a question starts repeating, the game is over. The game is gone. So what we've got here is basically a quiz game with not many questions and a fairly normal score tracker made of very cheap components, which nobody's terribly impressed by. And there are some which are a little bit more so. You know, you've got a bunch of very British TV shows listed on the back of this card. Doctor Who, Only Fools and Horses, Strictly Come Dancing, Dad's Army, etc. And then there are a bunch of questions about, well, just those things. But see, even then, it's basically the answers are taken from there. So there's 4 questions. We've got 7 TV shows. So you got a 1 in 7 chance of guessing it correctly. But here's where the game lost me. Here is the point in which I decided this game was just absolutely a waste of time. It's this card here. On the back of the card, there is a picture of oranges. And there are themed questions, as there tend to be. And the answer to 3 of the questions is orange. What chocolate creation was first made in York in 1932? Chocolate orange. Take That made That Debut as a trio not long before Christmas 2014, after which member left the band? Jason Orange. A Bucks Fizz cocktail is popular as part of a Christmas morning breakfast. Which 2 ingredients is it made from? Champagne and orange. And even the one with that, it's how many segments are there in a Terry's Chocolate Orange? 20, but anywhere between 18 and 22 is correct, apparently. It's like they're not even trying. And that is a point at which I looked at this game and I was like, no, mate, I'm out. I'm not even trying anymore. The cheap components on the score tracker kind of lost me. The fact that there are so few questions, you can basically play it once, maybe twice, before the game becomes a waste of time, kind of lost me. The fact that some of them really give the answers away lost me, but it's when we got to orange, and the answer to 3 of the 4 questions was orange, and I was just like, why am I even doing this? If you want to play this game, right, here's what you do. Go on the internet, find a bunch of Christmas quiz questions. They are everywhere on the internet. Yeah? When you've done that, find out how you're going to keep score. Do it on a pen and paper. Have 2 children, 1 representing each team. Make the children take 1 step forward every time the correct person gets an answer. See which child wins. I won't stay still long enough, but it could be fun to try. Use your actual Christmas tree. Buy little Christmas trees, which you could do for less than the price of this game. Yes, it's a cheap game, but there is nothing here which is better than just looking up Christmas quiz questions online and then using your actual Christmas tree to keep score. Yeah. I'm usually such a positive fellow. And I do see the irony in making like a really negative review video to upload on Christmas Day. That is not lost on me. But wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you have better tabletop games to indulge in than this piece of rubbish. Sorry. Alrighty then, you know the deal. Comment, like, subscribe. The most important thing, right? Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. If you don't, I hope you're having a wonderful day anyway. I hope whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I hope your day is filled with joy. Thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves till next time. My name is Ross, and you've been watching a, maybe not a particularly enthusiastic, but a very festive Wossy Plays. Bye.